Well, I wasn't Gold Nova 1 for long at all. I struggled to bust my way through some games, but I came into Gold Nova 2 strong, in a game on Dust 2 with some people I queued with. I came off a terrible game. I was actually goofing around a lot, not really playing too hard, like just using a deagle, but my team didn't mind. They were having fun too. But the guys that I found in the game found me funny, so they let me queue with them. My name is Dad in game at that point, so they loved that I would just say like, I paid for your college. You should give me that gun because I pay for your college. Anyway, they did not expect me to be good after that terrible game, but I came in and killed it on T side. I had a 4K with a 3v1 clutch on that side that really made me confidence boost. These two games you got to see me on my A game and on my shit game. Absolutely blew at the first game, and I think that is one thing I can improve upon. Being consistent is the root of so many of my problems. You know, sometimes I'll just be really good for like a half, then I'll just be shit for 3 rounds, and we'll lose 3 in a row, or we'll lose like 6 or 9 in a row. My decision making is going down the drain after this, you know what I mean? Because like the biggest problem is not communicating. When I keep getting killed or destroyed, I don't want to be communicating with my teammates because I'm pissed off and I don't talk to anybody. So that's one thing that I can improve upon, especially when I'm not being consistent. So I think one more thing that could be said is that I was not paying attention to that Opper when I peeked. I more or less was looking at my mini-map for some goddamn reason, and he almost shot me. Good thing he missed because we would have lost the round. So yeah, I'm just going to work on trying to be more aware of what's going on around me, as well as just looking at my screen and not at my mini-map, because I come from COD, so it's just natural to do that. Through the games, my enemies have been getting harder, but my team is getting better. Everybody's using Mike, and everybody just wants to win. We're switching positions, we're trading up in like an op or rifle just to see what works, and just pretty much anything for a win. 2 of the biggest wins while playing Gold Nova 1 were on Cobble and Cash. In these games, we adapted most to our opponents, and during the Cash game, we kept getting flanked and pushed off site on our CT side, but we usually were able to get the retake. And due to this, we were up at the half, so we had the advantage going into T side.
Flashbang. Terrorists win. Status.
Our T side was a bit rough. We didn't have a mid player, so I decided to go mid with an AK to cut off rotators and to get a foothold for a B or an A take. In this round, it didn't really work because our team just didn't keep pushing into B, but it's something that we needed to start in order to have a better next couple rounds. This is a round right after the last. We decided to take a tactical pause, and I decided to play mid. For this A push, I just decided to stay mid and wait for rotators, and I could hear some coming through CT. As you could see, I could get some very valuable intel, and I was able to kill some people. Cobblestone was a very different story. Our CT side was our rough side, while Terra's side was pretty okay. I usually play B, but this time I played A. Since I don't really know how to play it that well, I was sort of just learning as I went.
Flashbang.
So when I played A on Cobblestone, I played pushed up on long A without any support from my teammate playing site. Probably not the best idea. I mean, I just don't know how to play this map that well yet. So I was able to call out pushes, but I was still not able to really get that many kills because I kept getting killed. So I then started to move my positioning, and we won run round, and we completely stuffed an A push. T side went a lot better than CT side though. There was one round where I decided to be a distraction for my opper to get a pick on B, so that didn't really work out either. But we ended up winning the Cobblestone match. I just felt like mentioning it because it's something I really need to improve on. So in the past week and two, I've been in a practice server a whole lot more, whether it be on like aimbot maps or in my own practicing server, doing whatever I need to. This is the type of practice I need to perfect what I'm doing in game, specifically with flashes and smokes. So like last video I showed off some Dust 2 strat and flashes that I was doing in a practice server for that recording. So what you want to do is to set a config file with these commands in them. You can edit this to more to your liking, but this is all I need. So once you have all these commands in there, save it as a config file, put practice.cfg and save it into this file, into this like file pathway that I did as well. So just name it practice so it's easy to remember. And to start this, you go into a server without bots, offline without bots. Then you just open up your command prompt and type exec space then practice and press enter, and all of this should load up for you.
Forward. Let's go. Let's go.
So I think one thing that's pretty obvious about Counter-Strike is that you need to play to your strengths, and I've been doing that a lot more recently, though I have been going out of my comfort zone by using the op, especially on long, on Dust 2, and some on CT side Mirage. Usually my shot with the M4 is pretty good, and I know how to flash myself out on T side, but Mirage has been a map where I always try to entry on. But A site I usually put under scaffolding, B I try to play cat, and entry for the A site retake, but Dust 2 I've just been learning how to play long with an op, and it's been really fun and really effective recently. This Mirage game specifically, us on CT side, we were just trying to figure stuff out because we were on a comeback on CT side, and we wanted to keep it going. So I just kept switching up my position to whatever my team wasn't going to be, and we didn't have like a mid or stairs player on A. They've been really A heavy this entire game, so I decided to play stairs this time. And as you can see, it worked out. So I think another thing that you need to keep in mind is just to be flexible with your teammates, and wherever they feel comfortable, make sure they feel comfortable, because if they're doing well, most likely you're going to be doing well too. Since my AK shot has gotten a lot better in the past couple weeks, I've been playing T-side a lot better. Usually I'll play support, throwing flashes and smokes to help out my teammates, and I will enter second, usually picking up a kill, trying to hold off the retake. But I've been working on being an entry as well. B-side and Mirage, I can entry on, A and B on Inferno, B on Overpass, Cache and Cobble and Dust 2, and I'm attempting to learn new flashes and spokes to help out my teammates, because I do enjoy entering those sites or being the second guy, but I've always liked the idea of being a lurk too. Mostly on Dust 2, Cobble, Inferno, I will attempt to lurk. Rotations on these maps are usually really important and pivotal to a CT retake, so having a lurk to pick off rotators makes the CT's job even easier. On Inferno, I will sit in the spot and tee apps and wait for people to peek out balcony. It's really effective because it's really hard to see you from that position. In Dust 2, I'll push into B while others push A, or I'll keep all my flashes and smokes in tons and hope to cut off some reinforcement. Kabul is a map where I like to play drop and keep players worried about it pretty much. It's not really that effective most of the time, but sometimes I can catch a few people off guard if I wait long enough. So yeah, guys, I'm a Gold Nova 2 now. My time in Gold Nova 2 has been really rough. I've gotten in a lot of lobbies with griefers and some cheaters, but I'm grinding my way to Gold Nova 3. This is the first rank that I ever got in CSGO back when I started playing last summer. The first rank I ever got was Gold Nova 3, so I want to reclaim it. So maybe the series will take less time than I thought it was going to be. So anyway, you guys stay classy, and peace out.